My dudes, what's up? I love you, Destiny. Why have you been so sad lately? I've not been sad at all.
Thanks for the months of great entertainment, Tahei.
Whoa, does the robot lady sound a little different? Does she have a cold? Are phone resolutions all non-standard now, or do they generally have the same dimensions on their screen? I feel like they must be non-standard, no? Put an end to this fucking spam. Eastman Color, calm the fuck down on the spam. You fucking spurg. What the fuck, dude? What a shit show.
Breaking news. Trump campaign aide of past days, Sam Nunberg, says Robert Mueller called him to the grand jury, but he's not going to go. Instead, he wants to rip up the subpoena on national television. What does Nunberg think Mueller will do next? With the White House being described by one ally as pure madness, are we seeing the chaos reflected in the president's policies? 1 minute, he says
can't do
trade
this right now,
wars
man.
are easy. The next, he says he doesn't think there will be any trade wars. Well, which is it? A self-proclaimed sex expert claims she will share information linking the Trump campaign in Russia, but only if the U.S. gets her out of a prison in Thailand. So why should anyone believe her, and why is this causing an international ruckus? Well, we went to her to find out.
This is CNN Breaking News.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Lead. I'm Jake Tapper. We're going to begin with some breaking news in the Russia investigation this afternoon. Former Trump campaign aide Sam Nunberg says he will not comply with the subpoena from special counsel Robert Mueller to appear before the grand jury, telling the Washington Post, quote, "Let him arrest me." The Trump campaign fired Nunberg in August 2015 after a series of offensive Facebook posts, but he maintains close ties with Roger Stone, a longtime Trump advisor, and knows President Trump very well. Moments ago, the White House responded to Nunberg's claims that Mueller may have something on President Trump.
I definitely think he doesn't know that for sure because he's incorrect. As we've said many times before, there was no collusion with the Trump campaign. Anything further on what his actions are, he hasn't worked at the White House, so I certainly can't speak to him or the lack of knowledge that he clearly has.
Joining me on the phone right now is Sam Nunberg. Sam, thanks for joining us. So the special counsel's investigating President Trump for any possible ties to Russia that would have resulted in inappropriate, if not illegal behavior. You work for Mr. Trump. Why are you refusing to cooperate with this subpoena?
Because it's absolutely ridiculous.
WEW lads Nathan Blub.
Yeah.
Refusing to cooperate with this subpoena.
Because it's absolutely ridiculous what they requested from me. They requested, first of all, they sent me a subpoena where they asked me after November 1 of 2015, did I communicate with Carter Page, Corey Lewandowski? I mean, I despise Corey. Why would I communicate with him? Hope Hicks, who was having an affair with Corey, and I would communicate? I should give them every email from November 1 of 2015 to perpetuity with Steve Bannon and Roger Stone? Why? Why do I have to give that to the government?
Well, I mean, because it's a special prosecutor and he's requesting information.
Well, what would you say if it was a Democrat?
Same thing.
Would you agree? Would you agree that I would have to do that if they were investigating a Democrat? You would.
What would you say if he was a Democrat? What? How does that even come to your mind? Is it a legitimate question to ask? What are you talking about?
Okay, fine. Well, you know what? I don't think I should. Why?
Hold on, I slow this down in case you miss it.
Why do I have to give that to the government?
Well, I mean, because it's a special prosecutor and he's requesting information.
Well,
and he's,
what would you say if it was a Democrat?
Same thing.
Would you agree? Would you agree that I would have to do that if they were investigating a Democrat? You would.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Well, you know what? I don't think I should. And I spent hours going over it today.
Are you ever
going
really
to
finish
ridiculous.
the road to Diamond Series with
and I'm
Mass
not
Queens?
interested in going in there for them to set up a case against Roger Stone, who had no communication with Julian Assange. The idea that Donald Trump colluded with the Russians, you'd be giving the Russians, you'd be looking down on them. So he wouldn't be able to keep his mouth shut.
So let me ask you. So they're asking you for any communication with Hope Hicks, with Steve Bannon, with Corey Lewandowski, with Carter Page. Is that it? Those four individuals?
Oh, Gates and Manafort, who I've never spoken to in my life.
Rick Gates and Paul Manafort. So those.
Rick, I forget the other ones, and I'll send it to you. You know what? I may have to release this because I am not a fan of Donald Trump. He treated me like crap.
Right.
Okay. He treated Roger like crap. I should not have been fired. Roger should not have been treated the way he did. And Trump decided that he loved Corey more than us. That's fine. Okay, it's all business. But the idea that I was colluding with the Russians, that Roger was colluding with the Russians to help Trump, all we were doing was trying to get Corey fired.
So is that the reason that you're objecting to turning over these emails? Because
no, I'm objecting to it because I shouldn't have to spend that much time. I shouldn't have to go back down to a grand jury. I'm spending a lot of money on legal fees. A lot of other people are. And granted, Donald Trump caused this because he's an idiot. Because he decided to give an interview to Lester Holt the day after he fired James Comey, and then he decided to have the Russians in the Oval Office. You have to explain that one to me because I'll never understand it. But
I'm not going to be able to explain that to you, Sam.
No, nobody will.
So let me ask.
I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear from what's her name today attacking me.
Sarah Sanders.
Yeah, Sarah Sanders. If she wants to attack me, I can attack her.
So let me ask you. So they're asking. I just want to make sure I understand what the subpoena is requesting. The subpoena is requesting all communication you have with a whole bunch of people.
Jake, I'm going to send you the subpoena.
Okay.
You know what? I'm going to send you. I'm going to be the first one in history to flat out say I'm not going.
You're not going.
I'm not going to the grand jury. I'm not going to spend 30 hours going over my emails. I'm not doing it.
You have testified before the grand jury already, right?
No, I met with them. I met with a very professional.
You met with them, okay.
I met with them, and they were very professional. And by the way, I was very impressed. But what I'm not doing is following up with it. I think Mueller has enough on Trump. He doesn't need me to start giving him information on Roger Stone and Steve Bannon. Jake, I communicated with Roger Stone and Steve Bannon 15 times a day. So I have to spend 80 hours going over emails?
Well, I agree that it seems like a lot of time, but it is law enforcement telling you that you have to do it. That's what a subpoena is. I mean, are you actually willing to go to jail for this? Sam?
I'm not cooperating. Arrest me.
You're not cooperating. Arrest you.
Yes, I'm not cooperating. You're more than happy. You want to arrest me? Arrest me. Because you know what? At this instance, and I'm not a fan of Donald Trump, Jake. And
I know you had a big falling out.
I'm not a fan of his. You know what? When they start asking for stuff like this, Trump is right. It's a witch hunt.
Well, let me ask you a question. When you did meet with the members of the special prosecutor's team, and you said they acted very professionally.
They acted professionally,
What-
and by the way, I was very impressed.
You're very impressed.
By them.
What were they asking you about?
They asked about everything in terms of my relationship with Trump, in terms of my. They even, my father worked for Trump in the '80s for Dreyer and Traub. If you read Art of the Deal, Trump mentions it.
Okay.
They asked about it. They asked about stuff like that. You wouldn't believe it. And they know something on him. And Jake, I don't know what it is.
They know something
And
on
perhaps I'm wrong, but he did something.
You think that they have him on something, but you don't know if it's related to the Russians or something else.
I think it could be. I think if they have him on something, they're smart enough to know if they have him on something, it has to be during the election. Because the same way that they went after Bill Clinton when he was governor of Arkansas, and they were right to, they have to go. The minute Trump's a politician, they can go after him. Now, Sarah Huckabee can attack me again, and I'd be more than happy to deal with her face to face. I mean, I'd be more than happy to go back and forth with her. I think she's terrible, by the way. I mean, how do you have? But it's the funniest thing to me that Trump likes her. Trump's approval ratings are are dirt. They're like in the 30s. So I know he likes her because of her father and whatever else. But I would really suggest to Sarah she should attack me again.
I'm sure she's getting that message loud and clear. Let me ask you a question. What do you think the odds are? Well, first of all, about the Trump Tower meeting with Donald Trump Jr., Paul Manafort, Jared Kushner, meeting with individuals that were sold to them as being with the Russian government and having dirt on Hillary Clinton. This happened in the summer of 2016.
You know why Trump was so stupid to fire Comey?
Why?
Because Comey could never do anything to Trump because he didn't do anything against Hillary. So Trump fires him. I've heard, and you can imagine who I heard it from, that Jared was going around for 2 months saying that Trump should fire him. But he fires him, and then he gives the interview to Lester Holt, and then he has the Russians in the Oval Office. Who the hell advised him to allow those Russians in the Oval Office?
It's a mystery. But let me ask you about that Trump Tower meeting. What do you make of it as somebody who has worked for President Trump?
You know, I've defended that meeting. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, and you're going to disagree with me.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened at that meeting. Do you think that President Trump says he knew nothing about the meeting? Do you think that that's true?
No.
You don't think that's true?
No, it doesn't. And Jake, I've watched your news report. You know it's not true. He talked about it a week before, and I don't know why he did this. All he had to say was, "Yeah, we met with the Russians. The Russians offered us something, and we thought they had something, and that was it." I don't know why he went around trying to hide. And he shouldn't have.
I mean, I think that's one of the mysteries of all of this is that if there is nothing to hide, why is he doing things like firing James Comey, et cetera? Trying to, why is he so angry at the Attorney General for recusing himself, et
By the
cetera?
way, I just want to say this on your air.
Sure.
And I know you may not like this. No, I'm not going to say you may not like this. James Comey deserved to be fired.
He deserved to be
James
fired.
Comey was a disgrace for what he did in letting Hillary Clinton off for that investigation, and he colluded with Obama about it.
Okay, you're certainly entitled to your opinion. I'm not offended by that.
No, I know you're not. Actually, you know what? I'm wrong, and I should apologize. You did not say anything about that. But I would say James Comey was pathetic. Now, Robert Mueller is a professional person. Robert Mueller is an honorable man. I'm not going to cooperate, Jake. I'm not going to spend 80 hours going over emails. I'm not going to go into a grand jury so that they can set a case up against Roger Stone because they don't like Roger. Roger's my mentor. I support Roger. We were treated very badly by Trump. That's throughout, but I'm not going in there.
So it sounds like there are two things you're objecting to, and correct me if you're wrong, Sam. One is you think it would take too much time, and you also just think the request is ridiculous for all these emails and texts and whatever between you and Steve Bannon, Paul Manafort, Rick Gates, et cetera. You think, and then that's one, and then two.
You know what,
Yeah.
Jake? I'm going to send this to you afterwards because
Okay.
you asked me for it before, so you can see it. They asked me about communications with Carter Page. Do you think I would communicate with Carter Page?
I'm
Carter
guessing-
Page is a scumbag.
Okay, so the answer is no. You would not communicate with Carter Page.
So the answer is no, and Carter Page was colluding with the Russians.
I dodged the Yasuo at top, but I like J4 jungle. I think Katarina mid is good. Blitz is okay. And they have, I don't know what the fuck this team comp is. So I think we'll play this one out.
So Carter Page was colluding with the Russians, you think?
Yes, I believe Carter Page was colluding with the Russians.
Well, if that's true, Sam, Carter Page was an advisor to the Trump campaign.
He wasn't really an advisor, Jake. Come on. Do you really think he was an advisor? He was a name on a list.
Well, I know
I'll
that
be
he...
honest with you.
I know that he-
honestly, let's be credible. Let's be honest about this. Trump had to form, as you will recall, Jake, Trump
Yeah.
had to form a foreign policy advisory board. They didn't know, they were happy to get anybody they could get. That guy was introduced to the campaign through Corey Lewandowski.
So you think, I just want to wrap this up in a second, Sam, but let me just ask you. So you think Carter Page colluded with the Russians. What do you think about George Papadopoulos, who has also...
I don't know anything about George Papadopoulos. The reason I think Carter Page, Jake, colluded with the Russians is because, as you well know, and you've reported this and I watched your show, about
you.
that case in 2014 or so, 2013.
Yeah.
That's why I think he did. I think that Carter Page is a weird dude. I don't think he should have been involved in that campaign. If you look at everybody else on that foreign policy board, they were basically brought in through what's his name? Through Dr. Ben Carson. Dr. Ben Carson's campaign, because Corey was so lazy he couldn't organize a campaign. He couldn't organize a foreign policy division.
Sam, always a pleasure talking to you. Thanks so much. Please keep in touch because obviously I'm guessing that there will be repercussions if you tear up that subpoena and refuse to cooperate, and we want to hear
Do you
your
think
side
I
of
should
it.
cooperate with? Should I spend 80 hours going over my emails, Jake?
If it were me, I would. I mean, if you're just asking my opinion, just because it sounds like a pain, but he is the special counsel and he does have the
But why do
long
I
arm of
have
the
to
law.
produce every email? I talk to Steve Bannon and Roger Stone 8 times a day. Do you know what I mean? Why do I have to go over it? Why do I have to send them every email?
Sometimes life and special prosecutors are not fair, I guess. I would cooperate were it me, but, I'm a different breed of cat. Sam, thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Jake, I'm definitely the first person to ever do this, right?
Say that again?
I'm definitely the first person to ever do this. Flat out say I'm not cooperating.
You're the first one I've ever spoken with who's ever done it. So
Okay, thank you very much.
That much is true.
It's an honor, by the way, it's an honor to be on your show. For the
Thank you,
first
sir.
time. Thank you for having
It's
me.
nice to have you on. It won't be the last. I appreciate it. Nice
Okay,
talking to
thank you, Jake.
Bye-bye. Let's bring in the political panel. I'll start with you, Bill. Your reaction.
It's one of the more unusual first 15 minutes sitting on the set with you. I'd say that it's always an honor to be on the show with you. This is particular.
I like that. You don't say that enough.
I don't. You should have Sam up here next time. I don't know. Who knows what to make of it? But I would just say this. I'm struck. The two he seems to have been close to and to stay close to are Roger Stone and Steve Bannon. If you listen to him, he talks a lot. He doesn't like a lot of the other ones. He throws a lot of names around. But those are the two, and especially Stone, who was his mentor. And so either he just is sick of dealing with him. He doesn't want to spend 80 hours going through his emails and all that, or maybe there's something in there that he doesn't want to share that might be trouble for either Stone or Bannon. I don't know. But he's going to have to share it, won't he? Because if you can't just defy us, because it takes too much time for you to
take it. You two stick around. I want to know what you think, but I have to squeeze in a break. That interview went a little long. Stay with us. We have lots more on the breaking news when we come back.
Senator,
That moron?
So it was only those three people they wanted information on?
No.
What else?
I'll send you the full subpoena.
Okay.
And you know what,
Okay.
Mr. Mueller, I've been warned not to go after him. I've been warned that you're wrong, that he'll take you down. You know what? Why should I give him every communication I've had from November 1 of 2015 with my mentor, Roger Stone, and with Steve Bannon?
Well, do you believe that
Roger Stone was the fucking insane dude, right? Like the actually crazy guy with like the tattoo and shit on his back? Or am I mixing him up with somebody else?
that there's any reason that they're suspicious of either of those people?
This is not my idea of magical.
Yeah, okay. Oh, fuck.
Mercy or mayhem?
I can only stay here till 1:40. Okay, so I'm pretty sure for this game, you just have to farm it. Oh, fuck. What the fuck? Oh no! Okay, anyway, pretty sure we just need to farm this out and we'll be okay. Because their team comp is so fucking weird.
Yeah, I got this Star Guardian thing down.
I'm just gonna go back and get full HP. I think we can play this slow. Their team comp is just so bad. I think we win as long as nothing too stupid happens. Fuck. Okay.
Glory to the first star. I almost feel guilty about this.
Fuck.
Glitter and guns. Now that's a winning combo.
I'm not. I just saw that donation. I don't know why it's
Hi
not going
Steven,
to. Oh,
are
there it
you
is.
excited
I'm not
for
playing that game.
tomorrow where you get to replay the amazing masterpiece? Final Fantasy 15 Inglorious 4K worth.
I'm a shooting star.
Nice job. Punish that Shaco. Come on, Katarina. What's going on with the quirky? Oh my god. Good work, guys. Well played. Good job.
Sometimes you have to be cruel to be kind. I almost feel guilty about it.
Really? This is really rough for me because I'm essentially playing a 2v1 lane since Blitz has no pressure. My goal is to just not die as much as possible. No, don't get it! Okay, nice. No, he's back again. One more shot? Okay, I'll take a trade on a gank. I got my BF sword. Jesus, the Shaco is so aggressive. He's 1 and 2, level 3. J4 is ahead.
Keep a star guardian game. No limit on my first star card.
We're about 10 CS behind, but that kill, he got an assist though, with 3 players on it or 2, I'm not sure. We're probably about even. He'll come back with a BF sword. I don't think he'll come back with boots as well. Oh shit, be careful with Corki showing up, dude. Nice counter jungle. There's Corki though. Oh, good plan out. Janna top? We should be going for aggressive plays on Tristana here. He did just come back with a BF only. I don't like the way this lane works, is that if Shaco comes down to gank us, Tristana just has to jump on me and there's nothing I can do to stop him from jumping on me. So I have to stay out of like jump range of Tristana, which means I'm not CSing at all. I don't know how I'm supposed to play this. So like right here, if Shaco were to gank me, I think I would just die, even being this far back, right? Because he would just hit me and then Tristana would jump on me and I would just be dead. Okay, Katarina's coming down now. Katarina, don't. Okay. I don't care, whatever. It's Katarina, she can get kills. Okay, we see Shaco is bot side. I'm just gonna go back and get more damage now. Damage or boots? You play this by not having a blitz. Lulu is crushing our Yasuo. Holy shit. I think I'm just gonna get boots maybe to help me run from Shaco ganks. I don't like buying boots too here. I like getting my IE quicker, but this might keep me alive more.
Pandemonium with a purpose. Sorry, it's my duty to destroy.
Yikes.
Glory to the first
Are they doing that, Drake? Nice job. Okay, they're both in the bot lane. Shaco is top. Nice job, team. This blitz is less than worthless. Oh, that's shit. We shouldn't be trying to trade at all. I need to not do anything with this guy. Fuck me, dude. I should have just kited back. Yeah, so I can pick up a kill. She has no ult. Oh, just go to the Tristan, or we can... It's not worth. Yikes.
Does First Star have to deal with this many sparkles?
Oh god, he walked away from me. Okay. Back up, back up, back up. Tristana just insta-kills me. Please hit that creep. Thank you. Okay, if he pulls anybody, I'm just kiting back. 'Cause Tristan, if he pulls, if he pulls Janna, Tristana will just jump on me and kill me. Not good, dude. Just really, 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 really bad. Hope I got all the shit support games out of the way early today. It's too late, yeah.
What do you think? Mercy or mayhem?
Good ult by Jarvan. Does he have it? Yeah, okay, thank you. I don't think I can run over there and do anything. Maybe I could have. I don't know. Sent you a pretty long email about the dog killer shit. Did you see it? I'll probably respond cool beans and then send a reply back after reading half of it. Don't do these conversations via email. Post on my subreddit if you want to go circle jerk about it. I really don't care. Like, we win so hard late game. Like, I just want to farm. I just want to farm for like 10 more minutes and then just destroy the enemy team. Rather than like doing all this autistic fighting. Like, this is where they win so hard. Like fucking Shaco, Corki, Tristana, like Lulu top, like, fuck. What kind of fan emails do you actually like reading? I don't do any of the arguments in emails anymore. So if you're sending me something big on like philosophy or some big thing about you disagree with something that I said on stream, I usually just say go post it on my subreddit because I'll read it there. But I can't do the big emails anymore. It takes way too much of my time. I have to spend like an hour or two a day just like reading like college level dissertations from people that want to share their philosophy of the world with me. Not that I don't appreciate your thoughts. It's just way too much time for me. It's not realistic for me to do it. Well, here comes another brilliant blitz Q. Oh, Corki actually dodged it. Rip. Wait. The fuck? Is this guy AFK? How should we send you thought experiments? Just, if it's something, I mean, I read all my emails, I'm just not gonna respond to them. But I'm not gonna say that. If you send me like a 50,000 fucking character thing, which I have gotten emails that are like, literal like college level emails. Like if I put them into like a word parser, like literally like 2,000 words, and it'll say like reading level is like college graduate. These are things that I just cannot engage with in my emails. It just takes me way too much time. And the dog shit is just really boring to me because so many people just make so many disingenuous arguments. It's just not entertaining for me. It's not fun. It's not a fun conversation. Like, even this one here, like this is the top most voted comment on this thread, and it's making a bullshit-ass argument that all of you know is fake, but you still keep making it to me. Like, this can be true for inanimate objects. If a person deserves my fancy wooden wristwatch that I brought online, I'd be upset if I lost it, but nobody would care. If somebody blew up your wristwatch, people would, like, care for, like, the 2 seconds they read the story, right? Like, nobody actually... I know that none of you guys believe that anybody would care as much, but for some reason you guys... Because I don't know if you're, like, really desperate, like, I want to win the argument against Destiny, or, like, I don't know, like... It's just really, really, really stupid. So it's just, I don't know, I just don't enjoy this argument at all. Too many people lie about their intentions and everything because they're uncomfortable with the fact that they're eating cute cows and pigs and sheep. We just got ace, it's not good. At university, we have a programming to increase our reading speed low. First of all, I don't even know if that's true. And secondly, maybe you should take a spelling program first. And thirdly, that's great. Then why don't you go get emails from a ton of people? How does that apply to me at all? Why? Like... What do you speed read at, bro? What's your WPM? I'm not talking about my typing. I'm talking about my reading. I read at 500 words per minute, Destiny, because I go to uni. I took a class on speed reading. Like, okay, dude, good job. Programming is correct in the UK? Oh, well then fuck you. You don't even read real English, alright? Do you know that Steven Crowder and all those guys would be more than happy to debate you? I don't know how to get in touch with them. I mean, I debate Crowder just once, but I consider the guy to be a fucking idiot, so it wouldn't be an entertaining debate. It would be more me lecturing him on like, well, listen, this is why this graph doesn't say what you think it is, or this is why this data point doesn't mean what you think it is, and then him going, oh, well, it's the liberals, data. I don't know, it's just talking to, like, I don't want to say data illiterate people. I don't even know, like, what words you would use. Like when that one guy like incredulously screams at me, "Oh, you want to make the per capita argument?" Like, okay. What? We're never killing this. Okay, yeah, sure. You can go ahead and lose all your life, dude. Nice, nice. Well, good play. Well played. Oh, we're not gonna sit here at the turret with no mini. Really? You guys don't want to do that anymore? He fucking missed. Nope, just leave, just leave. Come on, just fucking leave this shit. Ain't good shit gonna happen here. Oh, except I'll get killed now. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Alright, well, good luck. Have fun dying, guys. You're gonna die. Countdown on Yasuo death, anybody? Oh, he got out. Okay. Your entire social contract moral system is based on irrational empathy for yourself? Why can't people base theirs on irrational... I don't think you can call an axiom irrational. I don't think that makes sense at all. I mean, like, my moral system presupposes that you want to live. I mean, if you disagree with that, then I don't know. I can't communicate with you. That's... What the fuck is this Lulu doing? Why are they? Do they want to lose the game? Pulled from the ashes. Can you just die? Good job, Katarina. Yeah, that's gonna be a major yikes. Yikerino, cappuccino, puppuccino for me, boys. I think we shouldn't base our value systems around what works best, but what should be done. What axiom sounds selfish, and it is just that in the end. Is your main goal just to show that a lot of people are hypocrites? You're getting annoyed by the emotional, but your moral system has to take into account emotional consideration because you want other people to consider your... Wait, okay, hold on. Okay, so let's stop and clarify a couple things, because a lot of people are so retarded when it comes to this conversation. Firstly, I never said it was okay to kill her dog. I never said that ever. If you think that, you're a fucking retard. Just don't talk to me, right? Because you clearly haven't listened to a single thing I've said. Okay, so firstly, I've never said that it's okay that her dog was killed. Never said that. If you think that, don't talk to me, okay? Firstly, okay? Secondly, I never said it was morally acceptable to kill her dog. If you think that I believe that, then you haven't listened to anything I've said. Don't talk to me, because you don't know what I'm talking about, okay? It is morally wrong to kill somebody else's anything, whether it's their possession, an animal, whatever. You shouldn't do it. It's bad, okay? Thirdly, I've never said that she shouldn't be sad about her dog dying, or anybody be sad about their dog dying. Of course you should be. You form emotional attachments to things all the time. Of course. That's fine, okay? My only problem, and I understand this is really fucking hard for a lot of you, because as soon as you see a little fucking puppy, like, all rational thought leaves your mind, and I know that you make fun of me for saying that, because apparently, LOL, it's really cool to be fucking retarded as long as it involves puppy. I don't know. Like, good job, buddy. The only thing I've said is that if you are getting to the point where you are getting, like, emotionally outraged for another person's animal, okay, not your own, if you're getting emotionally outraged because another person's animal may or may not have even been killed, we don't even know if this happened, that maybe you should reconsider your meat-eating lifestyle choices because you're being a massive fucking hypocrite. That's all I'm saying, okay? Is that really that hard to follow? I'm not saying it's okay the dog was killed. I'm not saying I want to skin and torture all animals alive. I'm not saying that, like, every dog needs to be killed or that she shouldn't be sad their dog was killed. I'm just saying that if somebody else's animal being killed is upsetting you this much, you probably shouldn't be eating meat. That's all I'm saying, okay? Please just hit this. Oh, get me out of this fucking game. Like, if you want to disagree with me on something, that's fine, but at least engage with the subject matter. Don't sit here and make up all this retarded shit, and don't sell me this bullshit. Like, there's so much bullshit when you guys talk in this thread. Like, I think Destiny is disregarding a very important nuance of this argument. He does not seem to account for the emotional value that a pet has to a human, and thus the greater loss of a pet dying as opposed to a farm animal dying. If we replace human anywhere in here, you sound like such a fucking idiot. He does not seem to account for the emotional value that a white person has to a human, and thus the greater loss of a white person dying as opposed to a random black shitter in Africa. Like, you would never say this about anything else, but because a pet is more important than a farm animal, for what reason? We can find a million videos of cows being cute, of pigs being cute. We can find all these videos of all these adorable and I know a lot of you are going to get mad, Destiny, you can't compare it to people. That's so fucking bullshit, Destiny. But it's true. You can have a pet cow, or a pet fucking pig, or a pet fucking sheep, or a pet chicken. Maybe not a chicken. I don't know about chickens. But, like, just as well as you can have a pet bear of anything else, right? I'm not telling the person. You're acting like I'm telling you that if your personal dog is dying, that you shouldn't be bothered by that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that for you to pick and choose which animals you get selectively outraged about is really, really, really fucking stupid. And it makes you seem like a fucking moron to me. And we watched this, I don't remember who this girl was. When we watched the video yesterday, how all of you will make fun of the, When we all make fun of the one girl that walked into Chipotle and is crying about the chicken dying. That's what you guys sound like when you're talking about the existence of a hypothetical dog. You don't even know if this dog exists. And this dog that may or may not exist may or may not have been killed by a lady for maybe good or bad reasons. You don't even know. And people are so mad. Like, fuck off. While it is possible to disagree with that position, it should be evident that a pet will have intrinsic value to its owner beyond that of being an animal. Yeah, no shit. I've never said anything different. Who are we even talking to in here? This can also be true for inanimate objects, except nobody in the history of all of mankind has gotten this mad that an inanimate object was destroyed. It's because it's a puppy dog. It's because it's a dog that people are so mad. Why make this bullshit-ass disingenuous argument to me? Stop lying to yourself. At least don't lie to yourself, okay? If you want to lie to me and myself, that's fine, but don't lie to yourself. Holy shit. I think it is very reasonable to be more upset in this situation, not because the pet was an animal, or because the pet was someone's property, but because killing someone's pet is in more cases, inflicts a high degree of emotional damage to its owner due to their emotional attachment to said pet. Okay, but nobody is saying that the person that owns the pet can't be mad. It's when you're getting so fucking ass pain on behalf of somebody that you don't even know if they exist or not. That's the problem. Destiny here is emotion or emotional and disregards the entire argument, except that's not what happened at all. Oh, that's an easy ban. Get the fuck out, you fucking idiot. Holy shit. It's silly to disregard. Yeah, never mind. I can't do this. I can't do this. You guys are so fucking stupid when it comes to any argument involving animals. It's impossible. Like, reconsider. There was one guy in here. I'm happy. There was like one dude in here who I was really proud of. Hold on. Where was this guy? I was so proud of this guy. I'm a little ticked at your response to the guy asking about torturing a dog on the subreddit. Like, this is another, like, super autism. Like, I don't think, so, like, my position is I don't think animals are worthy of moral consideration. That's my position. And that allows me to consistently, don't care if dogs are killed, eat food or whatever. That's fine, right? But then when you're like, okay, Destiny, well, what if you tie a dog up in the fucking backyard and you take a knife and you slowly slice its fingers off over the course of 7 days and you keep it alive but starving at the same time? Do you think that, what the fuck? What the fuck does this have to do with anything? Firstly, if anybody did that to an inanimate object or an animal, I would think that person is probably ultra fucked up. Like, holy, whoo, there's another one on the fucking ban list. Jesus Christ. Hold on, where is the guy? I love this discussion. It really makes me reconsider my moral stance. I own a dog and I do have strong feelings about her, but I do eat meat, and now I'm noticing how fucking retarded that is. How is a fucking dog better than the cows or pigs I eat? Not that it's chickens and turkeys because they're stupid birds and nobody cares about them. I'm seriously considering veganism. I love eating meat, but seeing how much of a hypocrite I am is starting to piss me off. I can't look at that. Wow, some self-reflection. Good job, buddy. A fucking plus, okay? If my here's my only stance, okay? If my defense of meat eating bothers you, which it probably should, because I am borderline sociopathic, which I'm fine with admitting, okay? If my stance on animal rights and all that shit bothers you, you should probably consider veganism, okay? That's all I'm saying. Jesus fuck. There's just like, I read this thread this morning. I was like, okay, maybe we can talk about this here, but there's just nothing in here worth replying to. It's all like the most retardedly autistic fucking straw men. It's silly to disregard emotions when discussing morality. Like, what does this even mean? So, firstly, we don't discuss emotions when we're having conversations about like objective stances on moral arguments. We don't discuss emotions, but that doesn't mean we totally discard emotions when we're having different types of conversations. Like, what kind of a fucking like tippy statement is this? Like, it's such a vapid, empty statement that means nothing. Like, can you give me an example? How about this? Okay, we'll flip it on its head. Give me an example of a moral statement that considers your feelings. Like, can you tell me like I think that murdering somebody indiscriminately is very wrong. However, if I really don't like what that person is wearing, it's okay to murder them because it makes me very upset. What moral statement is predicated on your emotional state of being? Can you please tell me this? Like, I really, really, really want to know. Because everybody acts like I'm like really super autistic when we're talking about like morals and shit. Like, Destiny just wants to remove all the emotions from you. Okay, well, like everything I've ever read, when I read philosophers talking about emotions, or when people link me to the Plato fucking links or whatever, so we can go and read about, you know, like, well, here's these different. I've never read a moral system. Well, maybe intuitionism a little bit. I've never read it where like, okay, well, you know, this moral value will change depending on how you feel at the time, or like depending on your feelings here. Like, this could change here, depending on your feelings here. Like, this is literally
literally like moral relativism. This is like the applied ethics position of like moral relativism, which is the most retarded fucking thing in the entire universe. Like, the problem is more when you go a little too hard on logical inconsistency in this case, and that the way you sound like caring about dogs is wrong when you actually mean that people should care about all animals, but the second one is super difficult and complex. Sure, it's my position is generally one or the other, although I recognize that there may be a hyper nuanced position where you care about the lives of dogs and not other animals, but none of you have made that argument, okay? But there is an ultra fucking nuanced argument there, okay? An incredibly nuanced argument there. But it's generally like, I think it should pretty much be all like relatively intact, like CNS equipped animals and shit. So like not plants or insects, or none of them. But this, like, well, I really care about cute puppies and kittens and gerbils and rabbits and shit, but I don't care about any of the animals that I just happen to eat. You know, wow, how lucky that works out for me, that all the animals that I don't care about just happen to be the ones that I consume on a daily basis. But dogs and cats and gerbils and other animals that we've arbitrarily decided in the Western world are worthy of protection. Now those animals, like, the fuck, dude, what, talk about picking and choosing. Holy shit. Consistency only has the value that we choose to imbue with it. What a bunch of worthless shit. Like, consistency isn't important. It's only if we choose to be, well, here's the inconsistency. Looks like I just randomly decided to ban another person from my subreddit. Like, whoa, I don't know. No, I won't ban this guy. But like, what? Like, if you're getting into an argument with somebody, okay? If you're getting into an argument with somebody and you found that you're starting to make statements like, well, does consistency really even matter? Like, isn't that just another arbitrary thing? Then maybe it's time to take a step back and realize that maybe you're being a fucking retard. Like, just take a quick step back and go, okay, I'm seriously saying right now, maybe consistency just doesn't matter to anything. Maybe it's time to take a step back and go, hey, you know, just stop. Just stop. Emotional reactions don't usually come from rational places. For most modern people, dogs are more closely associated with pets than cows or pigs. I'm sure you can find people in rural communities that would react the same way about a dead farm animal. That's because they've experienced. Okay, but what I'm saying is that we can't use emotions to justify what we morally ought do to other things or people. Do you understand? Because if we start making this concession, so for instance, let's say that you make this statement to me, Destiny, it is okay to be outraged at the death of a dog versus the death of a cow or sheep because we have a strong emotional attachment to dogs. And I know that you might not like that, Destiny, but you have to acknowledge that people have a very strong emotional attachment towards dogs in the West. So that must make them worthy of moral consideration. Because I could flip that statement back on you and I could go, okay, I'm going to make the same statement about black and white people. Now you have to tell me why I'm wrong, okay? We give strong moral consideration to white people because we have an emotional attachment to them. We just don't like black people, so fuck them. We can kill them or enslave them. You have to tell me now why I'm wrong because I'm using the same emotional argument, emotional justification for my position as opposed to the that you use for your position, okay? Like, it's the exact same argument. How can you tell me you're still missing the point, dude? That's not the argument. What is the point? Wait, what? Never mind. I can't do this. No one is saying that consistency doesn't matter. Just we value things about it. For example, you would value a liberal, hypocrite Muslim over a constant fundament. I don't know. Okay. I can't do this. Focusing on playing League of Legends. That's not the same thing. You would be wrong when saying that. How am I wrong in saying that?
Summoner's Rift.
I'm on Discord. All right, join a voice chat room so I can kill myself. I'm not going to be nice to you, okay? I'm going to be very, very firm in my position, so good luck.
This is not my idea of magical.
Oh, we're going to do the 50-50 splitty-splitty? Yeah, I like this. Okay. Nice moonwalk. I should have saved my auto. Just kidding. Oh, no.
Hold it, partner. Yeah, the
Hi, buddy. What do you want?
Okay, so the reason why I think you're missing the point when people are talking about the emotional connection the man has to the dog is because, well, okay, for me personally, maybe not everybody else says this, but it's I don't care about the dog's life. I don't really value the dog's life. I'm valuing the emotional attachment the human is. So I see the moral offense not to the
Okay,
the
but
dog
nobody
because you
has
killed
the
it.
same reaction to things that aren't dogs or pets. Nobody in the history of all of fucking Reddit or internet kind has seen somebody had like their car destroyed or their watch destroyed and then gone on like this international fucking outrage campaign about it. It doesn't happen. This is a bullshit ass argument, dude.
Sure, I think that I said in chat I would preface this by saying
Is it
I think that
acceptable to
the
be morally
overreaction is an
inconsistent
overreaction. I
if
don't
you
think it's necessarily
acknowledge it, but
justified to
are
like
just too
Doxer and Witch
lazy
Hunter.
to
But
change?
I do think that it's different than like destroying somebody's watch or destroying somebody's car.
Why is
because
it
the
different?
Emotional attachment, because the emotional attachment you get to a dog is typically much more intense than a car, right? Like if I totaled my car, I probably wouldn't cry. If I don't know, last time my dog cried when I was 12, I cried. Maybe I wouldn't cry now, but like on average, you can agree that the emotional attachment people have to dogs is much higher than a watch or a car, right?
Like this argument is bullshit, dude. Like you're telling me
Why?
because if somebody were to make a post saying that their car got destroyed and they had an extreme emotional attachment to the car, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Nobody does this. It's because it is an animal.
Sure.
It's not because
Okay.
of the emotional attachment. It's because it's an animal. You are either lying to me or yourself right now when you say, "Well, actually, it's because of the emotional attachment." No, it's because it's a dog.
No. Like I've said multiple times, I'm not as outraged as other people is about it. I admit that it's very morally wrong, but I'm not out there fucking witch hunting her and doxing her. I can link you my Reddit account. I've never even made a post about it. I never even commented about it. I just think that you're not giving enough credence to the idea that it's about the emotional attachment because I see
it's
the
not
moral
about
offense
the
against
emotional-
the person, not the dog.
Because it's
Sure,
not
for
about the emotional
sure, for like
attachment.
the retards on Reddit that
For
are
like
that are
90% of the people that are
that are like freaking out about it, sure, but like if you think about it in a different way, that maybe you were thinking about the emotional offense that she's committed against the man who owned the dog. I don't really give a shit about her killing the dog. I give a shit about the fact that
Okay, but I've already
put the
said I
man-
don't agree. I don't disagree with this. It's wrong for the dog to be killed. I've never said otherwise.
Okay. My only issue is that you seem to have treated it as if killing somebody's dog is the same thing as destroying their watch. Which that's not true. I think that is a more extreme
No,
violation.
that's the argument that other people are making that I'm saying is bullshit. Other people are making that argument when they say, well, Destiny, it's because it's a piece of property. That's why people are mad. So you should be mad too. That's the argument that other people are making that I'm responding to.
Okay, wait. Okay, so I'm confused. Are you saying that there is a difference between a watch and a dog? Like, if I destroyed somebody's watch, they're emotionally attached to, and I destroyed I killed somebody's dog, they're emotionally attached to, is that the same thing, or is that different?
No, I mean, the dog is probably a little bit worse because these are possessions that you own over long periods of time and invest a lot into.
Okay, I guess then we agree. I guess I just feel like you weren't giving enough credence to this argument, and when you were making the argument, like, for example, when you said, well, I love white people in America, and I don't really give a shit about black kids in Africa, that means that black kids in Africa aren't worthy of moral consideration. That's missing the point, because if you're comparing the black kid to the dog isn't the same thing, because the black kid has moral consideration of himself because he's a human being.
No, you
But
can't make
don't
that.
give
But
the
you
same
can't
thing
make
to a dog.
that. You can't make that argument here though, because people are giving moral consideration to the dog because it's a dog, but they haven't given the reason for
then
it.
they're wrong. I disagree with them. I don't.
Okay,
I
then
agree
we
with
don't
that.
disagree on anything. Then what are we here for?
Okay, well, I felt like the.
You came here to make an ultra nuanced argument that nobody else is really making that I'm not responding to. This is why I don't do this. Is why I don't do this, because this is a
Okay,
bullshit
but
ass
there
argument.
was a guy whose Reddit comment that I felt basically made the exact argument that I'm making, but you didn't.
Because this isn't what I'm talking about. This is like if somebody were to come up to me and they're like vegan or like Destiny, it's okay to be outraged about this. Like, this is bullshit. I wouldn't have a problem with a vegan being outraged because they're consistent in their beliefs.
Okay, but what I'm saying is completely consistent with somebody who thinks it's morally okay to eat meat.
Yeah, but your
Because
position is a nuanced position that no one else is expressing.
Okay,
Nobody
then
else is saying what you're saying.
Okay, fine. Okay, there was a Reddit comment that I remember you reading that I felt like specifically addressed the argument I've been making.
Okay, link the comment.
Okay, I saw it on your stream, so I don't
No, that's
really
fine.
know
Go
where
through the
Reddit
thread and find it.
comment-
I'm not putting you on a time limit. You can go find it. We're not doing anything else. So just go
Okay,
find
I
the
don't-
comment.
Okay, what was the thread called? That
It's like the one
is
with
it-
300 comments with a bunch of fucking retards making arguments that I've never made before.
Okay, I see Destiny
While
is
farm
wrong
animals
about
were
animals, but that was made like 2 hours ago. And only has
We
3
have
It's probably the
studies
one
that
with like
show that
300
their
comments.
genes in dogs
Okay, I'm
that
trying to
make them
find
seek
it. I don't know
human
exactly where it
company
is.
and vice versa.
If anybody in chat knows what the name of the fucking thread is or wants to
Wait,
link
just
it,
go to
that'd be nice.
destiny.reddit.com. It should be like near the top.
Okay, wait. I didn't see a post about the dogs on the top. Nothing. Oh, is it, nothing triggers anymore. It's the video.
Yes,
Okay, my bad.
yep.
Okay. Joke about skate. I fucking love discussion. It makes me reconsider my moral standards. I want a dog. That was the guy that you said you liked. I think Destiny is disregarding a very important nuance of this argument. He does not seem to account for the emotional value that a pet has to a human, thus the greater loss of a pet dying as opposed to a farm animal dying. While it's possible to disagree with this position, it should be evident that a pet will have intrinsic value to its owner beyond that of being an animal. So, I feel like you I don't want to give somebody else more generosity than I should, but I feel like this guy was arguing that the emotional offense was against the person, not the dog, right?
Okay.
I don't think...
I don't disagree with this position, but do you... Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you think that most people are upset because the person had a special attachment to this possession rather than the fact that it was a dog?
No. Most people are probably fucking retarded, and the live stream fail thread was fucking retarded.
Okay, then...
Ooh, okay, I thought you dragged me out of the chat. Okay.
Then what do we disagree on?
Okay, so you didn't really discuss this argument. You just basically said, like... Because when people were talking about it being a possession, you said that, oh, well, no, you wouldn't get this angry over a watch or a car.
Yes,
And
because
then
what I'm saying is that the outrage that's happened right now isn't happening because of the possession of a dog that has a special like attachment to a person being destroyed. It's because it's a dog. It's because people value some animals highly over others.
Okay, I agree that like in general people make that I don't know, people make that like mistake in their thinking because they're just more emotionally attached to a dog than they are to a farm animal. But I felt like some people were making this argument and that I'm trying to make right now, and you were too triggered to
No,
recognize
I'm
it.
triggered because I understand the argument and I accept it, but that's not the problem. It's some retarded fucking bait and switch where a bunch of people are this is what is happening right now, okay? A bunch of people are really fucking mad because a cute little fucking puppy got died, okay? I think that's retarded because people eat cute animals all the time, but because we don't typically have these cute animals as pets, people don't give a fuck, which is hypocritical. So then people come over to me and they use a bunch of bullshit arguments to justify why that's okay, and they start putting forth arguments that they don't actually believe. That's what bothers me. When people are saying, well, there's a special emotional attachment to a dog that isn't necessarily the same. Okay, that's fine, but that's not why people are mad, because of some special emotional attachment. Because if I were to illustrate that same emotional attachment to any other creature, nobody else would care about it, or any other, like a watch or a car or whatever. Let me post it this way, okay? Let's say that somebody has a watch that was given to them by their great grandma, okay? That was like the first fucking human that walked the earth, and then somebody broke this watch. There wouldn't be international stories of people trying to dox the guy that broke the watch. Nobody would give a fuck about it. Do you agree with that or disagree with that?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, then that's my whole point. That's the whole point of everything. So why come here and make like 50 million different arguments that I don't disagree with, that dogs might be a little bit more of an attachment to or people have more of an attachment to dogs than anything else? Why make all these other arguments that I don't give a fuck about, that I don't disagree with? Of course. I'm not going to be an autistic person and try to sit here and argue that people care about watches the same way they care about dogs. That would be retarded.
So the reason why is because I felt like you saw those arguments, but you weren't agreeing with them. You weren't giving them really any credence, and you were lumping them in with everybody else that was being retarded. It's why I came up here, especially when you made the analogy between the black kids in Africa and like the just white people in America. I felt like people were trying to make that argument, and you weren't really giving it a lot of consideration because you were lumping them in with all the other people.
Sure, I'm not giving it any consideration because I probably agree with it, because it's a really common sense, retarded statement to make that anybody would obviously agree with. Like, of course people are going to have a stronger emotional attachment to their pets than watches. This is almost like self-evident at this point. Like, why even bother? Like, that's such an obvious statement. I can't believe that anybody thinks they're making some intelligent argument that I've never considered before. Like, oh shit, like, oh, you think that people might like their pets more than their watches? Oh fuck, I never even thought of that before, dude. Like, yeah, no fucking shit.
I felt like at multiple points in time in that Nothing Triggers Me More video, you made the argument that killing the dog in this situation is the exact same thing as killing a farm animal.
Yeah, because my point is that ultimately, I think it's bullshit that we give stronger moral consideration to pets than we do to other types of animals that are probably just as intelligent, probably just as cute or whatever, right? But we just do it because we view these pets as being special or whatever. That's bullshit.
Okay, and I would agree with that. People do that, but my issue is that it didn't appear to me as if you were giving that argument credence, and I felt like a lot of people were trying to make this argument, and you didn't want to listen to them because you were triggered about the whole discussion. That's the only reason why I said this, okay?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Nice job. Wow, it's almost like the discussion is exactly what I thought it would be. Fuck me, dude. We do it because pets serve another function than farm animals? No, they don't. Pets serve an almost identical, in an abstract sense, pets serve an identical function to farm animals. That is for recreation and entertainment, okay? You get a pet because it makes you happy. You eat a farm animal because it makes you happy. In an abstract now, if we get more nuance, pets make you happier in, I guess, different ways, but ultimately, both exist for recreational purposes. There is not a massive difference between like the type of joy that you get from like a farm animal versus a pet. The way that you enjoy them is differently. We don't typically eat pets, okay? But both of them exist for recreational purposes.
Just put this on my Star Guardian tab. Hate to be ruthless, but
Is functional nourishment really the same as emotional support? Meat does not functionally nourish you. You would probably be better off omitting certain types of meat entirely from your diet. You probably shouldn't... Okay, I have to read more on this, okay? But from my current understanding, you probably should never even eat red meat. If you're talking about dietary purposes, all right? You should probably never even consume red meat, ever. Firstly. Secondly, it is more than possible to sustain yourself using plant-based diets. It's not even a controversial point at this point. When you eat meat, you do it recreationally. You don't do it because you need the nourishment. That's a total bullshit argument. And if we were to, and then there's, if you want to go onto like, well, you know, like, well, what is like the correct blah blah blah? Like the moral argument is even like the weak, or the nourishment or the dietary argument is even the weakest one. How many more calories do you have to throw into a fucking animal to eat the same amount of calories in meat? It's like a massively, horribly inefficient trade-off to do it. How many thousands of calories to get a single calorie out of a fucking cow do you have to feed it? Like, this does not seem like a good idea, but okay. I guess we're just going full fucking memes. Why not? Think about the environmental impacts of eating meat, right? How much more pollution is caused as a result of animal agriculture? How many calories are wasted? How much more plants are grown? How much more energy is wasted? How much more land is wasted? The reason you don't think dogs should have higher moral consideration than other animals because you're so... Don't come to me about my moral system. I'm not talking about my moral system right now, okay? You don't get to act like a fucking retard in your moral system and then try to diagnose your retarded views using my moral system. It's not how this works, okay? My only issue, the thing that upsets me, is that people are very hypocritical about which animals they deem as being worthy of protection versus which animals aren't, okay? Don't come to me like, okay, well, Destiny, but this is actually okay in your moral system, but you don't live your life by my moral system. Okay? You don't draw your morals by my moral system. Don't bring it up when you're trying to defend your retarded fucking ideas. All right? Fuck. Can I just play fucking... I just wanted to play video games. Why do we have a video of a fucking cow? Oh. I hope I die. I want to die. I don't even know what the fuck is going on in this game. Lab-grown meat. Lab-grown meat is probably fine under any moral system, I would guess. Sure. This is so disingenuous, it's insane. Equating killing an animal to eat and killing someone else out of malice is amazingly simple-minded. It's simple-minded because you have this really retarded notion that you need to eat meat to survive, which is total bullshit. I can't talk to you. If you don't want to look at the fucking research, or if you want to live in fucking Fantasyland, will you literally think that humans need to eat meat to survive? Like, I can't talk to you, dude. Like figure it out on your own, man. Go talk to a Google. I can't help you at this point.
shopping spree. Being noble takes all the fun out of fighting.
Destiny. Mass. Wait, hold on. Is this Massachusetts or? Oh, Massachusetts. General study suggests a neurobiological basis of human-pet relationship. Okay. There's also a biological basis that men are stronger than women. There's also a biological basis that some people are like, what? We don't make our moral arguments from biological bases. Why would you link me this? I'm done talking about this. I don't care anymore. I'm done. I'm actually done. We're talking about League of Legends. I'm giving a mid-tier right now for no fucking reason. Oh, I skipped somebody's donation. I've watched you have calm discussion about topics
Meta,
far more
people
serious.
for the eating of tasty animals. Wow, we miss me with that veggie tables bullshit. Put tasty meat in my mouth.
I'm gonna die to the Kate and the Nami. Oh no, I'll just die to Zac, I guess. I watch you have common discussions about topics far more serious than some dog on live stream. Why are you going to triggered about this one? It takes 0 after to make a Rever post. Maybe people aren't as mad as you think. People already are as mad as they think. Like, the story got like a fucking ton of... There's like news networks that are carrying stories about this, That thread on live stream fails had how many comments? Like, people trying to dox her and shit? Like, people are so mad about it. I just don't like it because, like, when you talk about animals, like, people's mind gets, like, warped as fuck because they don't want to acknowledge that, like, the way that they live might be, like, super ultra massively hypocritical. I think that it makes people really uncomfortable, so they start making a bunch of, like, bullshit ass arguments to defend, which is funny because you guys always claim that the irritating thing is that people claim that I do this. Even on my own subreddit, people claim, like, oh, Destiny has to make all these ridiculous arguments to be a meat eater, LOL, and everybody laughs at him for it. It's like, my arguments are entirely consistent, right? But you're gonna sit here and bullshit yourself. Well, people are just mad because a dog died because it's a personal possession, and that's why, because if somebody's watch got destroyed, like, what? And I'm the one making the ridiculous arguments? Like, okay, dudes. Okay, yeah, right. Because somebody's dog getting killed by somebody is the same as a watchmaker breaking your fucking watch. I'm the one making the ridiculous arguments. Sure. How do you feel about people that acknowledge their own hypocrisy? I have no problem with them, as long as you're honest about it. Hey, man, if you're honest about it, you're, like, already, like, 50 million levels higher than everybody else to me, okay? I'm honest about my position. There are two parts of my position that I'm honest about. Is that one, it requires you to be a borderline sociopath, which is fine. I'm okay with that because I don't give a fuck. But secondly, that there might be a very nuanced argument that can be made for specific animals, mainly dogs. I acknowledge that that might be true. And I also acknowledge that maybe the entire argument is bullshit and maybe it's probably just better to be vegan. And I also acknowledge that I think personally that in some number of years, people will probably look back on meat eating as like the same level of like barbarianism as any other like really fucked up practice like slavery or dehumanization or whatever that we used to do in the past. That at some point in the future, I shouldn't have ulted him, that will probably be true. I don't know what is going on this whole game. My team is doing well. I'm CSing okay, I guess. Woo! You know she did! Ho-ho! Yeah, give me that CS. Using your logic, most people are hypocrites for valuing the life of their family/relatives more than a stranger. I mean, I think that if you had to pick one or the other, I could understand like going by personal relationships. I think that's fine. But otherwise, yes, I am very critical of people that are very much like worrying about the lives of people around them, but not people that they can't see or feel. Yeah, I do think that is a massive fucking problem, especially when you look at the way that the United States does foreign policy. I think that is a huge problem, sure. Armor? Nope, 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 nope.
Pandemonium with a purpose.
How do I own a dog and eat meat non-hypocritically? You have to make a reason. You have to set a bar that makes it so that every single dog passes that bar and no animal that you eat passes that bar. That's what you have to do. You have to establish some system that makes the dog worthy of moral consideration, that makes sense, that no other animal passes. That's what you have to do. It might be possible. Good luck. Oh my god, this TF's life just flashed before his eyes. Isn't finding that bar motivated reasoning? Oh, hell yeah, it's motivated reasoning, but the problem with motivated reasoning, well, speaking of dying, I thought about flashing. I don't know if I get out. The problem with motivated reasoning is that it can lead you down bad paths, like where the arguments are untrue. But I mean, as long as your argument is good, it doesn't matter if you use motivated reasoning to get there, right? I think that's true. Do I need armor pen yet? Anybody? Wait, he's on our team. He's starting. We're good for a little bit longer.
Oops, forgot to read my Guardian handbook.
Here is the line you were requesting. Oh yeah. Oh, oof. Ah, awkward. Fuck, I forgot about that. You actually don't have to find a bar that only dogs pass. You have to find one that dogs, cats, any other thing that we keep. Maybe horses? I don't know if we feel the same about horses. Like, the way that we treat animals is just like an arbitrary clusterfuck of autism. Like, there is no rhyme or reason or... should I be here? Yeah, sure, we're good. Little late on that jump in there. I mean, like, the fight's kind of over, buddy. Don't you know? Are we just gonna... Wait, are we even allowed to eat horses in the United States? That might actually... Is that allowed? Why do I feel like I read that that was illegal at some point? I don't remember. Yeah, whoop whoop. You're hitting on like the one argument that you can possibly make? Sure. I don't deny that, but most people don't make that argument or that distinction. And most people that would make that argument wouldn't be comfortable saying that we should be able to eat like cats and shit because they don't have the same... Wait, why aren't we just... Oh, I should have shut the Nexus. I'm reading chat. Whatever. Even so, it's not available for everyone. Oh God, are we gonna make this argument like, well, what about people in third world countries that don't have access to vegan diets? Like, okay. I think the line is drawn where the marginal utility of entertainment from an animal surpasses the marginal utility of consuming them for enjoyment. I agree with this. Little Dragon. That is probably where the line is drawn right now. I agree. Three wins. No, I need 4 wins in a row for my fucking diamond. Oh, God.
Try hard black.
Listen, I don't want to do this. I don't want to get into these vegan arguments. I'm done. I don't want to do this, okay? Here's how all of these work. This is why is that you have like, if we like plot out like people's beliefs, okay? It'll come like most people believe this thing, and then people believe this thing, and then people believe this thing. And then there's like, so like all of these arguments are this is like really retarded shit that's easy to get rid of, really retarded shit that's easy to counter, really retarded shit that's easy to counter. And then like one person will be like, okay, but what about this argument? And then all of these people will pretend. They're like, oh shit, yeah, what about that one? I believe in that one. Oh yeah, shit, oh what that dude said, yeah, yeah, that guy's right, yeah. Like, okay, so, but this wasn't your rationale for this entire, like, nah, I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna sit here and tear down like 50 trillion fucking retarded statements in chat to find like the 1 or 2 people that like have really good, and then for everybody to pretend like, oh yeah, because I don't care, because like I said, there are good arguments to be made. My issue is that people don't make those arguments, and that people aren't super fucking mad about a dog dying because of some well-nuanced, well-thought-out philosophical position. It's because people are fucking lazy-ass hypocrites that want to eat meat and not have to think about what happens when they do it. That's my problem. Let me fucking play a game. I need a cheeseburger right now. All this talk made me need some fucking meat.
Very good.
Would I eat dog meat? I don't know. I don't know if I like dog meat. I've never eaten it before.
You might have noticed a friend of the show, Pajama What.
Do you like the RS? I'm looking to spend as much money on a new car, but I don't want to get an American car. First of all, the Focus RSs are manufactured in Germany, I believe. And then, I think the RS are okay as long as you don't have that head gasket problem. Fuck, I need to check my VIN number to see if I have to get my shit replaced. Apparently they put Mustang head gaskets on them and it fucked a lot of them up or something. I don't know if that's what actually happened, but like, there's a big notice out on a lot of them where you have to go in and get your head gasket shit fixed. Would I buy a Tesla? I don't know. I heard it only affects like 4% of RSs. Oh, really? Oh, shit! Wow, I just clicked a not safe for work link. Wait, was this even not safe for work? Wait, it wasn't even not safe for work. Have you thought about the moral problems when plant intelligence is more commonly understood? Listen, the problem is that everything in our lives are arbitrary, okay? Everything is arbitrary. Intelligence is arbitrary. Consciousness is probably arbitrary. Everything is arbitrary. And the more we learn that, the more uncomfortable it's probably going to get, okay? Because people like to pretend that there is some objective meaning or value in the universe when there is none, so good luck. I don't know, dude. I don't know what the answer is. I just play video games, right? Destiny, you just went full absurdism. Well, yeah, but I mean, like, that's kind of what you get into when you start talking about, like, animal rights, because we're starting to ask, like, insanely fundamental questions. We're asking questions without answers, right? What is the fundamental difference between a human and a dog, right? Fundamentally, you get into, like, very strange territory. Well, one has more consciousness. Well, okay, well, what does consciousness even mean, okay? And why do you think only humans have it? Why do you think that only, or why do you think that only sentient life has consciousness? Why don't plants have consciousness? Why don't inanimate objects have consciousness, right? Like, these are things that are, like, very, very, very hard questions to ask, or answer, rather. I guess you could argue that inanimate objects don't have any form of consciousness because they don't have any kind of sensory organs to process information with, but things like bacteria and probably not viruses, but things like bacteria, right? I don't know, like, everything gets, like, very, very absurd, very reductionist, like, very quickly, you know? When you start talking about, like, well, what is suffering, you know? Well, suffering, I guess there are two ways. Some people view it as two separate mechanisms, where one, you have the actual, like, sensory response, and then you have the existence of said pain in your conscious, and you trying to analyze that, like, well, what exactly is that, can become very reductionist very quickly. In my opinion, I think it can become very reductionist and very absurd. So when you start getting into these things of, like, what is the difference between a man and dog, I think that you almost necessarily get into, like, reductionist arguments, right? If you're being very honest with the questions. And I don't think, and these are questions that probably don't have answers, right? It's like trying to answer, like, you know, who has dreams to become a mountain, you know, rock A or rock B? Like, the question that you're answering doesn't apply. Like, there are no dreams. Like, these are concepts that just don't exist in the natural world, right? Much the same way that, like these fundamental differences between man and animal, I don't know if these exist in the natural world. They're constructs that we have as people because socially they help us organize everything better. And organization, patterning is one of the things that we do well, and it makes it easier for us to live our lives without really thinking about it, right? What does reductionist mean? Reductionist is, like, when you reduce something down to be overtly reductionist is to reduce something down to such simple or abstract things that it begins to lose meaning, which is like absurdism, right? Or am I totally wrong on that?
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Like if somebody says that you are, like, a reductionist, or you're being reductionist.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Hate to be ruthless,
Or that would be specifically reducto ad absurdum, maybe, sure. How do you miss that one, though?
Minions have spawned.
Don't let the sparkles fool ya.
Oh, yeah, maybe, Kara's maneuvers? Yeah, I don't know, dude. I shouldn't even be... I don't know why I take this argument at all. let's just play video games, okay? Can we just do that? That's what I like doing. I just want to play video games. Just want to play video games. Yeah, her. Why you take? I hope I should have died in here. Fuck me, dude. Another lane. Can I just get a ranged support? I just want a ranged support. I'm so tired of playing these fucking 2v1 lanes, and now I get to deal with Bard fucking harassing the fuck out of me while Thresh stands there and watches. No! Oh, and he opened hook, so he's not gonna be able to practice fucking shit at all. He opened a hook just to miss it in that bush. Think about that. Let that one rattle your Nignog? Your noggin. I don't know why I... Oh god, did I just have a heated gaming moment? Let that one rattle your noggin for a little bit. Okay, never mind. If they want to poke down Thresh, I'm okay with that, alright? Oh my god, he got it. Oh, he's got his play now, so he has his bonus damage. I don't think the Bard is very good. He's not doing much, which I'm thankful for. Bard is like some of the worst harass in lane. It's so annoying to deal with. Ouch. Wait, did he just hook nothing? Or did he not hook at all? I'm not sure. Yes, hit me. I don't like when one support can zone like two people. Oh, come on, dude, you gotta go for it. What are you doing? If you're not going for that hook, what hook are you going for? I'm dead. Should I start dodging non-ranged supports? I hate these fucking lanes, dude. I hate these 2v1 lanes. Fuck me. I should have flashed his shit. His auto did so much. Even dodging the Q didn't matter. You could try asking for ranged support. I don't like asking for champions. When I ask for champions, those games seem to be like really hard because the people aren't as good on them. I think it's better to just dodge. Your Thresh is just garbage. If he had flayed back the Bard, you'd have double kill. Yeah, the not doing this here in the bush was really weird. I don't know. The Thresh could just be bad. But, like, I'd rather a bad ranged support at least has presence because, like, for instance, let's say I have, like, a bad Bard. Or not a bad Bard, I'm sorry. Say I have a bad Brand, right? Bard isn't going to walk up and do shit because Brand is scary because Brand can do shit to you, right? Whereas a Thresh, right? I mean, like, as long as you can't hit his hook, like, you're safe to do whatever you want. Like, there's no threat of anything. Whereas like a Brand or a Vel'Koz or a Xerath or even a fucking Soraka isn't going to do as much damage, but at least has presence. Backfire, if you're emailing me that, I'm barely going to read it. I'm going to tell you to post it on my subreddit.
You just wanted to play video games. You would just fucking play Undertale, you mean man.
Nice job.
I'll do it for you.
There's a ton of people that emailed me animal shit that I do not care about. I will tell all of you to post to the subreddit. I'm not responding to any of this shit with anything. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dude, look at your life. You're dead in like one hit. Just kidding, you're a god. Good job, Kha'Zix. Actually, good job, Aurelion Stall.
Sorry, it's my duty to destroy you. Does First Star have to deal with this many sparkles?
Okay. Have you not had Rakan starts and playing Xayah? How's the lane? Rakan Xayah, I think, is very strong in lane. Well, if the enemy fucks up and fights you. Good tower hook there, Thresh. Nice job. What are you doing? He's trying to last hit, I think. Oh, shit.
Look for a round of hide and go shoot.
Just stop! Just stop hitting the creeps. Just stop. I hate Threshes that take Relic Shield. They can never fucking last hit. Oh my god. Oh, Andy's. Oh. That was okay. Tell me. Wait, what? I was fucking fighting a fucking shit down here.
Warning! My guns are getting wrecked.
Should I have ran after him? Oh no, there it is. Okay.
An enemy has been slain.
Have one of everything? What, your guns don't talk to you? Sorry, it's my duty to destroy you. What's next? Is it shooting? I love shooting.
Okay. Holy shit, dude. It's just one of those days. It's one of those days where we're just going right to fucking diamond, boys. Right to diamond today. You can find me criticizing Jester for buying his Ford so much time ago for how stupid of a spend it is. Wait, what? As opposed to what? What should I have got instead? What upsets me is I do not see anybody needing a car that costs above 25K. Wasting more than 25K just because you want to be cool and go fast? What do you wear for clothes? I hope that you just wear like a brown garb and like brown pants and that you have like 15 of the same types of clothes, because why would you ever need to wear anything else? What you buy, you spend more because it's fun, because you enjoy it, because it's a hobby. Destiny, that wasn't about you. Well, your statements in general seem really dumb. Cool as fuck, wasting more than 25K because you want to be cool and go fast? Is that worth 25K? Sure, it can be. No? Why do people buy fast cars?
Sorry. First Star made me do this.
No, it's not. How are you able to determine the utility that somebody else gets out of a possession? Are you a psychic?
To be ruthless, but oh wait, no, I don't.
How under what authority can you answer no for another person? Destiny, saw your video about the girl killing a dog. Oh, really, Tyler96? Do you want to talk about it? We haven't talked about that yet today. Get away from my Thresh. What if somebody killed the car and ate it? Would it be a waste of money then? Well, if you destroy somebody's car, if you eat it, it's okay, because you need to eat cars to survive. I'm just kidding. Shh. Stop, we're not getting into this again. I'm just kidding, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Listen, dude, if you're not killing the blue buff, I'll kill the blue buff. I like having lots of mana, okay? And it powers up my
I
traps.
spent
Oh, no, it doesn't.
$52,000 on a car because I'm kind of retarded and I enjoy having a roller coaster under my right foot. Kill yourselves, Euro cucks, with your tiny diesel cuck mobiles. I hope a truck hits you and mashes you into paste.
Jesus. Seems pretty savage, my dude.
Glory to the first star.
So I'm Stat. The difference is that you see a vehicle as literally a necessary object for transportation, right? But some people see their vehicles as something different than that. That where they enjoy spending money on the vehicle because it gives them some sort of recreation, kind of like how some people enjoy building like big computers that can run powerful games and stuff. You don't necessarily need that. You could play every game at a lower resolution, right? You don't need a 1080 Ti. You could just get like a 1060 probably and just play and have fun with that and be totally fine. You don't need the 1080, but you get the more expensive GPU because it looks nicer, because it's more fun. Some people feel the same about cars, no? Report Scarlet Rage quit. Jesus Christ. Oh, they have a Lulu top again. Is that the same Lulu top from a few games ago? What was that interaction? Yikes. It is the same Lulu? Yeah, okay. Bard AFK. How many people are AFK on this team? Oh, gotcha. Lucky Charms. The Twitch resubber cover, I think. Or was that it?
Believe I was chosen for this?
Oh, so close. Let's do this one again. I just like the first song of this.
Forgot to read my Guardian handbook.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Did you buy the boots? Wait, what boots? I like Destiny more than Talon because if Talon loses more than 3 games in a row, he just quits stream. That might actually be good for your elo. Maybe if you're losing a lot, maybe you should quit. I don't know. Yeah, I saw that Sam Nurnberg shit. That dude is pretty entertaining. He's gotten 5 Yasuo players in a row. Wait, does Tyler 1 hate getting queued with Yasuos as well? Are you serious? Yikes. Is Lulu top the meta? No, it's some troll shit. I need to remember this guy. If I get him on my team, I have to dodge. Oh, but I'm coming up to promos. I should probably wait to queue for a little bit. Whoa, that turret is like hitting me the whole time. Fuck. I don't know how Skarner works. How does he get the second stun? Lush is out of this question. Is it like 2 or 3 hits and he just auto stuns you or what? I'm dying a lot. I'm like super checked out of this game. Oh god.
It's 6 a.m.
Stop. His E stuns you if it hits and he autos you. Gotcha. Can you switch your OpGG? Oh, I think I've got an OpGG overlay on my stream. Oh, no, I don't, because we got the Prime reminder. I'm not with the LOLs people, though. I think I finally removed that banner from beneath my stream. We're gonna play World of Warcraft Classic? No. Laws GG comes to oh, I still have it down there. Yeah, I need to get somebody to change that. How do you miss him when he's standing still? Oh. Yeah, boy.
Okay. We're finally in our Diamond promo series. It's taken us way too long to get here. But here we are, boys. On the precipice of greatness, okay? From being a Diamond 5 master of the game. Huh. Yeah, I need to remove that. We'll do it at some point, okay? What are your thoughts on autotune within the music world? Do whatever you want, dude. Music is whatever you want it to be. I have no problem with autotune in the music world. I don't know why anybody would. Whatever makes you make the most beautiful music you can make, okay?
Wow! Are you kidding me? Huh? Are you kidding me?
Uh-oh.
Perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for right there, ladies and gentlemen. I was looking for that stream sniper because now we're getting personal information as an IP address, as an address, as in, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into it any farther, but I will take it.
Oof. Yikes. Yikes.
TOS, then your whole stream will lose its identity and many people will get the fuck out of here. NEWFAGS, not NEWFRIENDS.
I don't think so. Honestly,
But
my
I
stream
think
has
this
been
is a good meme.
worse
Not like
times.
a Jegan KFAG shit, but a real K-pop. Pepe.
My age to come. That's the courage to step for the way you are. I try.
Okay.
Worst times, for sure. This TOS is nothing compared to when I purged my community through Overwatch. This is nothing, man. This is like a fucking party for them. Thinking about
Do you think alcoholism is a disease? I don't know. It seems really... I don't like the terminology there. I think I understand what they're going for, but it seems like kind of a weird thing to say. I'm not sure.
No, I'm good. Thank you, Dad. No. No! Oh, you're lucky these TOS are in place right now. I would bake you a pretty cake. Just trying to force feed me a cookie. I don't want no fucking cookie. Motherfucker.
Okay. I'm going to go get some food. And when I come back, we're going to make the climb. What's the weather like today? Please be nice out. 38? It was like 60 yesterday. Why? Why do we have to do this? We're going to eat like gods today. We're going to get Chipotle, okay? That's what we're going to do. And then we're going to get Diamond 5, and then we're going to play hard mode for a while on Terraria. That's what's going to happen, boys. Who is half mining this shit? Can you guys fuck off? Jesus. Oh my god. Your Twitch chat right now. Negroes don't need rights. Who said it? Butt hurt gamers. Get them out of here! This is a no racism zone, okay? Don't even think about being racist in my chat. I will smite thee. Want to go over the new TOS later? There wasn't much in there, was it? Okay. Look at this. What?
We're not gonna do this anymore. We have changed our ways and turning over a new leaf. Honestly, this is what I've always wanted, Chad. I've always wanted to join the Abbey and become a nun, just like my fellow sisters.
Can we... Okay, don't... Destiny, they specifically say not to leave your stream on while you go AFK because of Texas-based shit. It's always been like that. Why are people acting like this is a new rule? This isn't new. It's literally always been like this. Ice Poseidon has been banned off of Twitch before because of this. Like, other people have been banned from Twitch because of this. Like, this is literally not a new thing. Why is everybody acting like this is a new thing? I don't understand. Where do you get this from? How about a car stream? Listen, I'm too lazy to turn my shirt on for like fucking 5 minutes of driving, right? You did yesterday someone spam the N-word. They didn't spam the N-word, okay? They spammed nah, the ah one, okay? Which is totally fine. Destiny, Twitch TOS update. Remember to temporarily disable mute any unmoderated interactive... It's always been like that. This isn't new. It's literally always been like this. Chill. Holy shit. Do you think I'll get banned if I say, I don't know if I can say it. Why do you leave it on? Because I've got filters set up that automatically filter out or replace words for all the racist shit. That's why I've left it on in the past. I don't think anybody else, or at least ICE or whatever, never bothered to do it. Although I shouldn't have said that because now, I don't know why I even answer these questions. Because now that I say that, now the challenge is for people to try to donate shit that gets through the filters. But people have tried to make racist donations in the past, but it always gets caught by the filter. I can see people that have tried to make racist donations that get caught by the filter. I shouldn't have said anything. Holy fuck, you guys are fucking retarded. Let me ask the dude 1 second. What if I watch a video of myself saying, would that be, do you think that's TOS bannable? What if I just say it? I think I'm just gonna say it, guys. I'm just gonna say it. You know what? I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired right now, okay? Of all you guys that won't just let me say